There's a Stoic saying that goes, "Strong minds suffer without complaining, while weak minds complain without suffering." In those few words lies a truth that most of us spend a lifetime trying to grasp. Suffering is not an exception. It's an inseparable part of being human. The real question then isn't if you'll suffer, but how you'll respond when you do. When we complain about life's circumstances, we mistakenly believe we're easing our pain, but all we do is amplify it. The Stoics understood this deeply. They didn't just endure suffering, they transformed it. Because true strength, true wisdom, and true virtue are all forged in the fire of discomfort. To suffer without complaint isn't about denial. It's about transcendence. It's about using pain as a teacher. So let's explore the 10 Stoic secrets to letting go, to finding peace, resilience, and freedom, no matter what life takes from you. Lesson 1. The art of perception and the power within. In the grand theater of life, where our inner world clashes with the outer one, most of us become prisoners of our perceptions. We mistake our emotions for truth, but the Stoics taught that it's not events themselves that disturb us. It's our judgment about them. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this, you have the power to revoke at any moment." That single line contains one of the greatest secrets to inner peace. You can always change your interpretation. This isn't passive acceptance. It's radical ownership over your inner life. When heartbreak strikes, when betrayal cuts deep, when loss leaves you hollow, the anguish you feel is shaped by the meaning you assign to those moments. Shift your perception, and your suffering transforms into strength. Reframe pain as a teacher, loss as a lesson, and struggle as a sacred test. Marcus Aurelius didn't tell us to suppress our emotions. He urged us to master them, to see that what hurts us only has the power we grant it. When you stop fighting reality and start mastering perception, you realize something profound. Letting go isn't forgetting. It's freeing yourself from the grip of what you cannot change. So, question your inner dialogue. Watch the story you're telling yourself, because the story determines your suffering or your liberation. Lesson 2. Embracing rationality in the face of emotion. Life constantly pits reason against emotion. Our hearts pull one way, our minds another. Stoicism doesn't demand that we kill emotion. It teaches us to guide it with reason. Marcus Aurelius urged us to use rationality as our compass in the storm, not to deny our feelings, but to question them. When we face heartbreak, grief, or anger, our instincts lead us to react. But reaction is weakness, reflection is strength. The Stoic practice of rationality begins with one powerful question: is this within my control? If the answer is no, release it. Direct your energy inward, to how you respond, how you think, how you choose to act. This shift from external control to internal mastery changes everything. You move from being a victim of emotion to the architect of your peace. To be rational doesn't mean cold detachment. It means emotional intelligence, understanding your pain, not being enslaved by it. Like a skilled sailor, reason allows you to steer through life's waves rather than be thrown around by them. True rationality doesn't suppress your humanity, it elevates it. It transforms chaos into clarity, heartbreak into growth, and confusion into wisdom. Lesson 3. The Stoic virtue of acceptance. Acceptance to the Stoics wasn't about resignation. It was about freedom. They believed the secret to peace lies in surrendering to what is, instead of clinging to what was. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say. and think mortality isn't meant to depress us. It's meant to awaken us. When we realize that everything is temporary, every relationship, every joy, every pain, we start living with presence. Acceptance doesn't mean we stop caring. It means we stop resisting reality. We learn to let go with gratitude instead of bitterness, to honor what once was without demanding it to last forever. When a chapter closes, acceptance allows you to turn the page. When loss arrives, acceptance turns grief into growth. It teaches you to see beauty in impermanence, to love without clinging, and to live without fear. In this lesson, we learn that peace doesn't come from control. It comes from trusting the flow of life. Lesson 4. Facing adversity, the Stoic way. Adversity doesn't break you, it reveals you. Every obstacle carries within it the seed of strength. Marcus Aurelius captured this perfectly. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is more than a quote. It's a formula for transformation. When life blocks your path, it's not a dead end. It's an invitation to grow. The Stoics believed that no event is inherently good or bad. It's our reaction that defines it. Loss, failure, heartbreak. These aren't punishments. They are practice. They are tests designed to awaken resilience. When something painful happens, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask instead, "How can I use this?" Stoic resilience is not about numbness. It's about wisdom. You feel the pain fully, but you don't drown in it. You use it to build emotional armor, to sharpen your clarity, and to find meaning in the madness. Adversity becomes your teacher when you stop resisting it and start learning from it. Lesson 5. Cultivating virtue in daily life. Virtue is the foundation of all Stoic philosophy. Wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are not abstract ideals, but daily disciplines. Wisdom means living in alignment with truth. It's asking, "What lesson is this trying to teach me?" instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" Courage is not the absence of fear. It's action in spite of it. It's walking away from what no longer serves you, even when it hurts. Justice means treating others and yourself with integrity. Temperance means balance, avoiding extremes and staying grounded. Virtue gives meaning to pain. It's the compass that keeps you steady when life pulls you in every direction. The Stoics knew that fulfillment doesn't come from possessions or status. It comes from character. When you live by virtue, loss can't destroy you, because your peace no longer depends on external things. Lesson 6. The art of Stoic detachment. Detachment isn't about coldness, it's about freedom. It's not that you stop caring, it's that you stop clinging. Epictetus taught that happiness lies in understanding what we can and cannot control. We cannot control people, possessions, or outcomes, but we can control our thoughts and actions. Detachment is recognizing that everything is borrowed, every relationship, every success, every moment. When you stop grasping for permanence, you start experiencing life as it is, not as you want it to be. Practice detachment by observing your attachments. Ask yourself, does this serve my peace or steal it? The less you cling, the more you flow. Detachment allows you to love fully without fear, to experience joy without dependence, and to lose without collapsing. Letting go isn't losing. It's reclaiming your energy from what no longer belongs to you. Lesson 7. Navigating grief and loss with Stoicism. Grief is the price of love, but Stoicism teaches us how to carry it with grace. Seneca wrote extensively about loss, reminding us that grief is not weakness. It's proof that we have loved deeply. Yet, we must not let sorrow consume us. Grieve fully, but remember, nothing truly good is ever lost. it's transformed. Stoicism doesn't tell us to suppress pain. It tells us to face it mindfully, to see that the people and things we love were never ours to keep. They were gifts meant to be cherished, not possessed. When you let go with gratitude, grief becomes sacred. It becomes a reminder of impermanence, of love's fragility, and of life's fleeting beauty. Through Stoic reflection, we transform grief into wisdom and detachment into peace. Lesson 8. The virtue of temperance. Temperance is the art of balance, the ability to enjoy without excess, to feel without drowning, to act without obsession. Stoics saw temperance as emotional discipline. Too much pleasure leads to addiction. Too much sorrow leads to despair. Temperance is the equilibrium that keeps your soul steady. In letting go, temperance teaches us to detach with compassion, to love without losing ourselves, and to accept without apathy. Every desire, every attachment must pass through the filter of temperance. Is this helping me grow or binding me tighter? Moderation isn't weakness. It's strength disguised as calm. It's how we keep our inner fire burning without burning ourselves out. Lesson 9. The Stoic embrace of change. Change is the only constant. Everything you love, everything you fear, it will all change. And Stoicism teaches us not just to accept that truth, but to love it. Marcus Aurelius saw change as nature's way of renewing life. Seasons shift, people evolve, and endings give rise to beginnings. When you resist change, you suffer. When you embrace it, you grow. Every loss clears space for new beginnings. Every ending shapes your character. The Stoic doesn't cling to what fades. They flow with it. Change is not your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. It reminds you that control is an illusion, and surrender is strength. By embracing change, we align with the rhythm of the universe, and peace becomes our natural state. Lesson 10. The pursuit of inner peace. The ultimate goal of Stoicism isn't power or prestige, it's tranquility. A mind so steady that no storm can shake it. Epictetus taught that our suffering comes not from events, but from our judgment of them. When you control your thoughts, you control your world. Inner peace doesn't mean a life without challenges. It means facing those challenges without losing your center. The Stoics practiced reflection daily, examining their actions, their attitudes, their thoughts. This self-awareness purified their minds, turning chaos into clarity. And above all, they embraced amor fati, the love of fate. To love not just what happens to you, but because it happens. When you love your fate, you stop fighting life. You begin to live it. The Stoics never promised an easy life. What they offered was far greater, a path to peace in any life. To let go is not to lose, it's to awaken. To release what you cannot hold is to rediscover what you've always had, your mind, your virtue, your freedom. As you walk this path, remember, strength is not found in holding on, it's found in surrender. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism. Let every ending become a beginning. Let every loss shape your character. And may every moment remind you that peace is not something you find, it's something you create. Here's to living fully, with open hands and an unburdened heart.
If you found value in this, consider sharing it with someone who could benefit. And don't forget, a simple like goes a long way in spreading Stoic wisdom. For more insights on philosophy, personal growth, and the art of clear thinking, subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay strong, stay mindful, and above all, stay stoic. See you in the next video.